Let me do a speed test myself. Maybe that'll help. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. That is very helpful. Let's see. Good old troubleshooting. Oh yeah, my upload speed is very slow. Why is that? I wonder. I'm not downloading anything. I think my ISP would have messaged me if they're like, "You're fucking out, mate." Done. Close this and open it. This is odd. This is an odd one. Okay, here we go. Let's try wiggling it around a bit. Well, you just report if anything breaks, because I don't know what else to mess with for that. Been okay the last minute? Alright, thank you. Thank you for being a pal. I am... I'm gonna call it now, for the record. If anything gets one of my mons killed, it's going to be me getting impatient with the grinding and going, fuck it. You can get your own experience, Magneton. You're strong enough now. And then he's not strong enough and he gets one shot by something. Also, I used Sky Uppercut instead of Mach Punch. Kind of forgot my own plan there. I think I maybe just needed the old turn it off and on again. That always works. When I started to Nuzlocke leave green, shit keeps dying, I get fed up. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about Nuzlocke. Like, I like the tension, I like the fact that, like, failure carries more weight. But it's just, like, grinding up after something perishes, it's like, oh no. That... Yeah, when I first started doing the Nuzlocke, I was like, I'm not even gonna look up the gym leaders. But then I was like... Then I lost a lot of stuff early, and I'm like, alright, I'm being silly. I should at least do, like, the bare minimum of, like, thought and preparation. I'm not, like, people who are really, really good at Nuzlocks, they do, like, encounter routing. I don't know why I said it, pronounced routing like that. But they do encounter routing where it's like, oh, if I get a, like, let's do a random example. Let's say, to use the Nuzlocke app website, I do not. I probably should. This whole facade's put together with like duct tape and paper clips. Yeah, I could have prepared a lot better. I was just like, people do encounter routing. It's like, oh, if I get a Poochyena early, or like a Mightyena, depending on how they do like dupe claws. It's like, I gotta get a Poochyena as early as I can. I'm not sending you a dodge link. Yeah, hey, that's chill. You're a pretty good bloke. Anyways, But yeah, like encounter routing, like getting a Poochyena or Mightyena early, so when you go to Mount Pyre, you can guarantee, like on this route here, like by Mount Pyre, you can guarantee get yourself a Shuppet if you wanted one for whatever reason. That's just a weird example, but like stuff like that, I didn't do a lot of thinking on that. I didn't do a lot of thinking in Sentence, but no, I know like what the tricks of the trade for a lot of higher tier Nuzlockes, like people who like speed run them and do them consistently. But I think that when you really, really know a run, it loses some of the magic. Like it's just it's a novel challenge for people who want to spice up the bedroom, so to speak. It's just something to do to make it a little more interesting, and that's why I don't mind people too much who like renege on things. Like this is a random one, just gonna mention other content creators like Jaden Animations. Apparently, I didn't watch the actual thing, but there was a whole rigmarole about how she got bodied by the Elite Four because of just bad luck, and then she redid the run. Like they let her mulligan and just like try the Elite Four again. Because yeah, like she could have recovered the run maybe and just like trained up a B team, but it's like that would have been horribly boring and dull. It's like I fundamentally like yes, challenge runs exist to be challenging, but I think people shouldn't lose sight of the part where we're trying to have fun. This is supposed to be fun. Surround game for the dual launch just first shot. Yeah, exactly. Like, if, like, I was still having a big debate on this whole grinding spree, like, but I think it's a little more, you know, it adds to the story, it adds to the narrative. My Manectric spent most of the run being absolute garbage, but he was finally coming into his own. And I learned to love him, and now he's fucking dead. Yeah, that's a story. And now he gets to be replaced with this dipshit. And maybe I'll learn to love him, and maybe he'll fucking die, I don't know. Really the hardest loss from the psychic gym battle incident is going to be Gyarados. Gyarados was absolutely fantastic. And oh no. Here, actually, you know, this should be fine. I lost my start just after the first Gen run, hard times. I mean, Gen 1 early game do be like that, though. It's flooded with normal types who aren't very helpful when there's a dungeon full of rock types and a gym leader who's a rock type. I also completely forgot to heal between grinding things, so... Oh, you're kidding me. I know Sceptile's not a physical attacker, but he's breaking my heart. Lowered his special defense for why? BRB. Yeah, no problem. We got 2 followers out of this. That's new. Gabby in time. See, right? Yep. No interview. I don't do those. Alright. Alright. Let's try a new tactic on this run through. Let's see if a Mach Punch Leaf Blade combo can take out Magneton. Because I think like Exploud can't one-shot us with a Stomp or a Hyper Voice. The only thing that's like a threat in this entire like rigmarole is the potential of no way Leaf Blade one-shots. Is the potential of Magneton to paralyze us and make the fight way more annoying than it needs to be. And the good news is, Sharpedo is nearly level 40, so that's phase 1 done. Nailed it. Alright. Alright, yay, level 40 Sharpedo, he did it. Everyone clap for Sharpedo, clap for him, because now we gotta do it with our Magnemite. You from the USA? Yes, sir. Won't specify where, but yep. I can just... I mean, I'm not too worried about people finding me. Even if they had my real name, they would need to, like, specifically know where I am, because my name's super common, but... I'm not too worried about, like, someone having beef with me and trying to find me, but I don't want to make it too easy. The UK, fair enough. I realistically, I mean, over here, the worry wouldn't be someone, like, personally coming to throw hands with me. It would be, like, someone swatting me. That would be the most realistic threat to my well-being. But even then, again, I am an absolutely nobody streamer who's not even partnered yet. You'd have to be pretty mad to be beefing with a little guy like me. I don't know. So I'm, again, not too seriously worried about that stuff, but you streamed years ago and had no issues. Exactly. Like, hell, I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of bigger streamers like your Vinny Vine Sauces and whatever, where I'm sure people know exactly where he lives at this point, and no one's ever done anything to him. I think it's pretty rare. I mean, even people who like hate watch, I'm trying to say, you have to be a real psychopath to try and like get someone like harmed, because even if you hate watch someone, like, if someone's dead, you can no longer continue to be mad at them. It's weird priorities, but you know. It's like there's plenty of like people, like internet creators who I don't like and like to hear about their misery, but I don't want them dead, because then they can't say stupid things anymore. No way that Exploud knows a ground type move. I'm wondering at what level I can tag my own Magnemite in. Probably never to be safe, but I want to. Sharpedo's training was pretty long, and he was like, she was already like level 34. So God knows how long this Magnemite's gonna take before he starts, like, functioning. Honestly, at a certain point, I can probably just take Magnemite out to the Great Blue yonder and just start beating up the fish population. Because odds are he will, like, once he's Magneton, he can one-shot them with Thunderbolts. And the other good thing about doing the grinding this way, though, is we're getting paid. It does get crazy. Yeah, Magneton's great. Not my favorite electric type by any stretch, but pretty good special attack. And his typing is just phenomenal. I think it's like, to this day, Steel, I believe, is the only type that has ever been directly nerfed by them making it, like, removing its resistances. I don't think that's happened to any other type before. I mean, I guess you could argue Psychic type in Gen 1, but that was more of a Psychic type was literally not working as intended situation. Because it was immune to Ghost when it was supposed to be weak to Ghost. Not that that would have mattered. The only Ghost type move was like Lick, I think. Or maybe did Shadow Ball exist then? I cannot recall, actually. I know, there's a lot of Gen 1 jank. I'll probably oh yeah, I was thinking about this. When it comes to Pokemon coverage on streams, let's see. I'm more like to do spin-offs than I am to keep doing mainline games. Well, it's like, it's probably going to be Nuzlocke of mainline games and like full coverage of spin-offs. But I was talking about how, like, after this one, again, there's going to be a gap as I play through like stuff like Dark Souls 2 and Hades 2 and Clair Obscur and Banjo-Kazooie at some point. There's a lot of different games. I think the next Pokemon thing I'm going to do for sure is Colosseum, and that game's not really Nuzlockable in a traditional sense. You can do permadeath, but doing permadeath on Colosseum just sounds like a miserable time. I like Colosseum, but it is very easy for Mons to just get, like, whooped in it. It's like, you never know when the AI is going to double target something. You're using Goober Gen 2 Mons against, like, some teams with some actual heat to them. Like, even if their strategies aren't always, like, the most nuanced, like, Mirror B uses a bunch of Swift Swim guys, Ein uses Rain Dance Thunder. But even then, like, stuff like that is still better than the handful of goobers it gives you. Like, Macargo isn't good on the best of days. When you put it against something that actually, like, is competently cobbled together, Macargo ain't lasting. You know, I haven't checked how much money we've gotten from all this. What are we looking at? Sounds like you played a lot of Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, I don't replay the mainline games. What's your plan with the money? Maybe buy more TMs. I was just kind of curious about how much money this has made us, because really... Because I don't want to gamble at the Game Corner, but the Game Corner sells the reliable TMs, because it has Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. I don't want to, and like the department store sells Thunder, Blizzard, and Fire Blast. It's like, but I don't want to invite bad juju by using moves that can miss. And I also don't want to like drop everything and make a rain dance team so I can make that Thunder perfectly accurate. Anyways, I played a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, just growing up, I think I've played every mainline game except for Sun and Moon. And I've played the first Coliseum, every Pokemon Ranger game, and the first 2 Mystery Dungeons. So again, just grew up in like a Nintendo-only household, and without a lot of access to the, like, I didn't really know, like, the power of the internet and to know, like, what games were coming out. So a lot of times if my parents got me games, it was, like, safe bets. It's like, well, he likes Pokemon, just get him anything that says Pokemon on it. I mean, my parents never learned too much about gaming. I'm, like, obviously, like, my tastes have expanded and evolved a lot. You know, I like a lot of different things. But my parents are still like, he likes games? That's like Mario and Luigi and that. Go back into the hobby, and I'm a collector, so I'm buying a lot of retro. Fair enough. Yeah, let's see. The games are just kind of my big hobby. I do think I would like to collect, but I'm a little broke at the moment. A little bit of poor. Well, that's not true. It's not like I'm destitute or anything, but like, you know, I make enough to make ends meet, but I don't have a lot to like throw around on stuff like that. And for the purpose of recording, emulating is just easier anyways. I don't have to Frankenstein up a bunch of chords to get my GBA connected to this. What was it? Yeah, I would like to collect at some point, but I would definitely want to be in a bit more of a permanent domicile before I start doing that, as opposed to like a first apartment. Like, cause I like this place, it's a good enough place to live, but it's like, this ain't the end game. Like, I plan on being here like 2 years tops. 2 or 3 maybe. I don't know, it just depends. But you get that I'm older, I assume, married and settled. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that's what you're saying. Because I'm in my mid-20s, so and right now it's like I have a job but not a career type situation. It's like, again, I can afford my own place, I can pay my own bills, but I don't want to live and die doing what I do now. I mentioned before on a different stream, I'm a janitor. It's like, that's not exactly like, there's not a lot of upward mobility in cleaning hospital floors. Yeah, a real, like, ideally, if all goes well, is I want to, like, I talk about like my magical plan. I need to have a backup plan, and I need to figure out like what I'm okay with doing for like a more traditional career. But ideally, I want this to be successful, like the streaming thing to, hey, nice, good job. But I want the streaming to be successful enough to where I can support myself with it, but I'm being cautious, and I'm definitely not going to, like, I'm going to make sure that the footing is very, very, very stable before I start making moves on quitting jobs. Like, I want to go from a nice, smooth progression from like building up the stream, becoming more notable, like actually getting money from the stream, and then pouring that money back into the stream, like getting some, getting something to help with the acoustics in this room, getting a better mic arm so it doesn't shake. Hell, even a different chair, because this one squelches a lot and it shows up on mic and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, getting a bunch of stuff. Just remember, you only been at it for one. Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not thinking this is going anywhere. It's like I got big plans for it, but I know it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be a slow process. So just like I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon. So which is why I'm saying I'm not quitting my day job at any point here. But did I go to the wrong place? No, they're here. I already got all my oh, what was it? Also just have plans of getting, like, I'm not a huge fan of the VTuber thing. I think it's like, because when I was young and I first saw LPs, it was just the game. Like my little Game Boy Advance border here, like I'm fine with stuff like that because it's just this resolution can only be stretched so much before it just looks like dog shit. So, you know, having a nice little clean window for it to sit in. But I do have my friend Rose working on a little PNG tuber just to make the stream more eye-catching, even though I'm not the biggest fan of stuff like that. But, you know, gotta get with the times. I can't commit self-sabotage by just denying how the game works, you know? Like, with everything else, it's like the whole, like, know the rules so you can break them well. It's like, before I need to become established before I can do everything exactly how I want to. Like, I need fans who are gonna be there once the little cartoon man is no longer in the corner, type thing. But still, I consider, like, even without all the bells and whistles, I still consider doing this valuable, because I'm getting practice talking at it and all that. And I'm still getting randoms who come in and out, which is nice. You look at Streamlabs for nice add-ons? I did look at it, and then got intimidated and haven't thought about it. I have a friend who did streaming, like, as a hobby pretty diligently, and she was gonna help me make some stuff for it. Yeah, so at some point I need to just, like, put the effort into that, but I have a bad habit of, like, waking up and then not feeling like doing anything but actually doing the stream instead of, like, working on stuff for it. But I can't just do the fun part. I'm still sitting on, like, a massive VOD for Hollow Knight. Because one day I was just like, I'm going to play Hollow Knight until I'm done, because I thought I was nearly done. 13 hours later, I was done. And I still need to, like, break down that video into halves so I could put it on the VOD channel, because you can't upload videos that are over 12 hours to YouTube anymore. But, like, the rendering process on that's going to take long because it's 13 hours, and I just haven't wanted to do it. It doesn't help that, again, right now, like, even my friends who queue into the stream and chat and stuff, I respect their time and their, you know, their support. I do not blame them for a second for not wanting to watch the VODs. New follows and subs and stuff. That's fair. Yeah, I probably should start putting effort into that. Like I followed you, and I don't think. Yeah. Oh no, I don't think you've not noticed. I think we don't think you noticed. I noticed because the number went up. I was mentally thinking it. I do have a little thing that tracks it, but it doesn't have like any alerts. But alerts are nice. Again, that's another thing. It's like, it's probably for the best to. Yeah, you have the main part down. You're good at just talking. Yep. No, I had an issue. Oh god, if I have any talent, it's the inability to shut up. But the first couple of VODs of the Nuzlocke were kind of miserable just because I had like some bad personal life stuff, and I noticed that I kept trailing off and just like thinking for long periods of time. So that's a gift with streaming. Yeah, 100%. And it's nice because like you wouldn't guess from the rambling, but I'm very, very quiet in my personal life, like especially at work. Like I've probably said, like I said, I work at a hospital. I've probably said like a collective like page of words to the nurses. But so being here, it's easier to talk about things I like. I mean, I know it's silly because there's plenty of people who share my hobbies. Like there's a nurse who I heard him one day talking about Elden Ring, and it's like, I fucking love Elden Ring. I could really hold a conversation with him about Elden Ring probably, but I'm just so nervous to talk to him because I'm just like I pathologize myself as like, no, I'm just the weirdo who cleans the floor to these people. And it's like, I do think they see me as human, but I just have a bad habit of like trying to disappear into the floor tiles. But I understand it's putting like the cart, like putting the cart way before the horse, but it is nice for a boy to dream. But when I think about like, oh man, if I ever get big enough to like make a con appearance or like talk on a panel, sure do hope I quash some of my fears of public speaking before we get to that point. Otherwise it's gonna be rough. On here, people and people who join are all in the same lane. Like, exactly. People join expecting some guy to not shut the fuck up about Pokemon. If they come in here and are like, what the fuck, why is this guy talking about Pokemon? I think they're lost. Oh, I mentioned this. I didn't have to put up with it because, you know, he's being trained with an EXP share. But Magnemite evolving at level 30 is kind of a pain in the ass. I used to be a nurse and a very important, the hospital would fall apart without you. That's fair. No, I think a lot of the nurses are nice. Like, no one has actually been like rude to me before. Except for like one lady in one wing, but she's just kind of rude to everybody. I think she's very stressed. Or a bitch, one of the two. I don't try and judge too hard. But yeah, I don't know. I just get kind of... I think I have like a... Even though it still get me excited. That is fair. There are a few joys in life that like I really went blind. Like, sorry, I'm trying to think of this. Seeing an evolution blind for the first time. I've been getting better in life about not spoiling myself on stuff. I used to be like, oh, when you spoil something, it's not that big of a deal because you're just gonna find out anyways. But I realized that when I don't spoil something, I do get way more invested and I do get excited about things. It is just different. And so I try not to. And like playing Scarlet and Violet, not knowing what stuff evolved into was real interesting. I whenever a new Pokemon game comes out, I'm gonna try my best to just not pay attention to any of the pre-release. That being said, I'm not like super I'm not super into Legends Z. Legends ZA. I'm not super excited for that. I thought Legends was neat when I played it, but I also got really, really bored of it very quickly. I didn't like the changes to the battle system, and I think that it was just kind of very repetitious. And repetitious says the man who's done the same battle so many times, I don't even know what, like, loop we're on at this point. But still, I didn't like the wandering around just throwing balls at stuff, just catching a shit ton of them for whatever reason. This is about evolving. Oh, I did have a hot take. I don't know if I mentioned this on another VOD. I like how, like, Gyarados is like the example, the OG that people can point to and be like, here is a Mon that is ass cheeks, it's hard to raise, and it eventually becomes an absolute unit. And the funniest thing about it is that compared to a lot of Mons, raising a Magikarp is actually super easy and breezy because he evolves at level 20, and as long as you have a TM to teach Gyarados when he gets there, all will be well. Compare it to something like a Bisharp, which has to be a super mediocre Pawniard until he's like level 48 or something. Like, he evolves stupid late. It really makes me appreciate the Gyarados for not being that difficult of a prospect. Or like earlier in this run, the whole reason I had beef with my Manectric is because he evolves, Electric evolves into Manectric like in the mid-20s. And he doesn't learn an electric type move until level 20 and he gets Spark. And until he gets Spark, it's just like, I can't use Quick Attack on this garbage electric type and have it like train himself. He couldn't do battles. So I just had to I just got tired of having to lead with them, switch him out. One problem with OG Gold. Like the taking forever to evolve or the moveset stuff. Moveset, yeah. Well, one thing that playing this game like Nuzlocke has taught me is the amount of times I look at a Pokemon's moveset, like its natural learn set, and I'm just like, what is this? Why? Gyarados doesn't learn a water move of its own volition until level 40. Like, it's not that big of a deal because like the Surf the Surf HM guarantees that like every Watermon is going to have like the best option it could. But for so many other mods, it's like, oh. Like, again, not even a bad example, but Grumpig only learns Psychic moves naturally. And he got a nice curve on getting Confusion, getting Psybeam, getting Psychic. So he's not even that bad of it. He's a demigod legendary Pokemon? Yeah. Yeah, Gyarados is so good. And he only got better with time. I think he's like a rare instance of a Mon aging like super well. Because Gen 1, pretty solid, but his moveset's kind of whatever. Like, he's got the issue where I don't like using him because of that. He's in every Nuzlocke run. Yeah, that's fair. I'll try and be honorable. He was my second choice. I wanted to use a Tentacool, but a Coughing exploded on it. And that was the only reason my my Gyarados was named Nibon. Was I don't have never used him. Fair enough. The only reason my Gyarados was named Nibon is because I have a very tenuous grasp of the Japanese language, but I know Ichiban is #1, so using like deductive reasoning, Nibon must mean #2, second choice. Yeah, Tentacruel, I have used him in other runs. Tentacruel is a solid enough special attack. He's mostly notable for having to... Oh, did I skip one? He's mostly notable for having just like an absurdly high special defense. Like those things can take a beating on the special side, and I think that's a pretty useful tool to have. Like, obviously you want to one-shot whenever you can, but sometimes times aren't, sometimes that's not an option, so being able to take a hit and return is nice. It's gonna be my one issue with having to replace Gyarados with, Sharpedo, is if Sharpedo does not secure a kill, he is in mortal peril because he's just not that strong of a guy. His defenses are paper. Again, fast, solid mixed attacker. He blows up if something looks at him. I was saying this before, but I do think it's very tragic that Sharpedo wasn't... No rest, no snore. Hang on. Oh, yes, there we go. I do think it's tragic Sharpedo was not in Gen 4, because Gen 4 introduced physical special split. And Gen 3, okay, I love Gen 3 designs. I think that it has like just a nice track record for knocking it out of the park with like the physical design of the Pokemon, making them look good. They introduced a lot of dark types in this gen, which makes sense. Dark type was pretty underpopulated in Gen 2. Nearly every dark type in this game is a physical attacker, and dark is a special type. Not in a Nuzlocke, but Ursaring carrying my team in gold. Ursaring is very good. Oh yeah. Like a little on the slow side, but huge defense, huge attack, fantastic. If we ever play Pokemon Coliseum XD, it'll take every drop of my being to not just throw Ursaring onto the team, because like Teddy Ursa is the first Mond you get. Like, it's the first encounter that you have in that game. He's freakishly good. Trying to think. I think of like and on like random Ursaring notes. I don't keep up with like all of the competitive metagames too much, but I do watch some content creators who talk about them. There's been a bit of an Ursaring renaissance in Gen 3 competitive, as he's been considered like a sleeper hit. People are like, you know, actually Ursaring is pretty good. Guts is a really solid ability and he hits like a truck. I do think, again, I don't have the desire to play like really old competitive formats repeatedly, but it is interesting to me that like even to this day they're still seeing iteration / yeah, very good. Yep, huge damage, gets the same type attack bonus, all that stuff. Very nice. What was it? it is interesting when old competitive metagames like still receive like updates as people are like again continue to like think of new little niches for stuff. Like I think it was what was it? Like, I think even in Gen 1 competitive, there was recently, like within the last couple of years, like a tiering placement where Lapras fell down in ranking. And it was like, wow, it's not that exciting, but it's like people are still thinking about how effective these guys are. Slash is a very good move for Ursaring. What's the affiliate rules these days on Twitch? I need like the first. I can't remember if it's affiliate or partner or what. There's like a progression here. The first milestone I need is just need like an average of like 3 viewers, I think, overall. 25 followers, which means we're 2 away, and the other ones are just time spent streaming and like doing it on different days of the week, and that's not a problem for me. I'm meeting the time goals, no problem. It's just gotta get people in here, and that's fine. That's again, that'll happen as it happens. And then I can make like a crisp $5 a month or something. I don't know. It's funny, I don't actually know. There's 50 and 3 average viewers. I lost my one if I got it. Oh no, I should probably get like a bell or something to ring for when I get there. But yeah, I can. You know what, I might as well check right now. Again, it's not like Gabby and Tate or Gabby and Ty are waiting with bated breath to get whooped again. Let's see. Go to the thing. The ads were never a thing when I did it. Yeah, I don't. Hang on.
You know what? We're playing the game.
You get that out of the way. I think I need to figure out how to get my sound settings to where it only, like, I can get the video to only capture the thing, but I feel like it might capture my audio from other sources. Anyways, let me see where my channel stuff is. Achievement? Oh, all right, here we go. Yeah, affiliate is 25 followers, stream on different days, which is fine. Minimum of 3 average views on 4 different days. Yeah, so the time stuff is just need to get the last 2 followers and then the getting viewers on average. And again, that's just gonna happen when it happens. And then partner doesn't need any followers. It's just I need 75 average viewers. So again, both of those are very much it'll happen when it happens. Hurry up and wait type situations. Oh, best luck, pal. Yeah, we'll probably need it. I do. Let's see. I do know I commit some amount of self-sabotage by not having my schedule be consistent right now, but again, oh no, I skipped a step. Oh no, I don't remember where they are. Or maybe this was the reset and I accidentally went to Mauville. Let's see. Yeah, people have told me that I would be good at this. Those people have also happened to be my friends, so bias might have been part of it. Yeah, I think that oh, Facecam, you have plans for that? Not being weird, I promise. I've debated it. The only thing, let's see. Yeah, I want to do the PNG tuber thing first because I think that a little cartoon dude is more photogenic than me. But there are okay, sorry, I need to organize my thoughts before going over all of them. Okay, first thing. Similar to not really liking VTubers and PNG tuber stuff, I remember like coming off the back of watching like old heads Let's Play, there was like a kind of a stigma against face cams as being like a new thing, like the Something Awful Let's Plays going into like YouTube. However, even my stubborn ass can admit that there are certain types of games where like face cam can add to the content. I have big debates with myself, like when I'm going to get into that. Like if I'm ever going to do it, I think if I ever do, like again, a big one like for face cam, I think it's like obviously horror games. People want to know when you're spooked, and it like. Again, and like some people get their schadenfreude, like just do it, it'll make it easier. That's fair. It's probably true, but I'd have to invest in a good webcam because mine is actually I don't even know where it is. Like that's problem number one. But problem number two is it was just bad quality. Did it from the start, so I don't have the build doing it. Gotcha. But I do understand how Facecam does help. Used to do it with some horror games. Yeah, exactly. Like I get how. Again, and even the same thing with like the VTuber things. I get how having like being able to see a physical reaction can add to the comedy of things. Like it's one thing when I lose a mon and you can hear me sigh or like huff and puff about it, but it's a big difference if you can see the actual moment the light leaves my eyes. Okay. Or at the very least, like have the cartoon facsimile, like look down. Yeah, exactly. It's easier to approach. It's easier to. I mean, I don't want to be like a. Oh, how to say it? Not in a way to like shame anyone, but makes it a bit more how to word it. I guess like the more cynical way is like it helps you weaponize like the parasocial aspect of it. Like if people have a face to put to the voice, you know, they'll feel more like they know me and can build up a more like full figure. Would normally not watch a stream with a cam, but just clicked on yours here like 2 hours later. Yeah, that's fair. Without a cam. Yeah, I think there's pros and cons to not having a cam. Like realistically, what's it? I think definitely just on like a cynical end, or not even cynical, just like on a business focused, like trying to do this and be successful at doing this, everyone should have a cam or a PNG tuber or a VTuber avatar rig thing going. Because when you're on the front page of Twitch, if you just have gameplay, the only thing you can hope for is that someone is just really into that game at that moment, or maybe they're just like someone who likes trying to support smaller creators. But when you're on that front page and they have something they can look at and reference that thing as you, whether it's just that you're like hot or just look like you're amusing, like me and my, I haven't like referenced much of how I look, but like me and my wacky Ben Franklin hair, that gives, again, it's more of an eye catch. It's just good business to do it. And let's see. This means smaller creators always pick streams with less viewers. Yeah, exactly. I've been where you are. Yeah. I do need to like pay it forward a bit more and watch some other streamers. I followed some lady recently and like tried to be active in her chat. Just be nice, just to like try and, you know, be more part of the community at large. Because like you're on a bad habit. Not even a bad habit, but just kind of a thing. I default to watching like just kind of my favorite handful of streamers, but like all of them, and again, it's no shame to them. It's like it's good for them. But all of them have made it, quote unquote. Like Vinesauce Vinny, Mike Panoots, Dada Doya, Cyriax, like they're all guys who they got like millions of subs on YouTube. Not millions, but like each one has like 1 million subs on YouTube. They have like regular stream for your audience. Like Panoots was on hiatus for several years, came back, and his viewership is still phenomenal. Like his fan base was super loyal. And I'm gonna continue to watch them because I enjoy them, but I can also rest assured that they don't need my support. They don't need me to be in the chat every time because like they're good. You know, I'm just chilling, playing by my own games, or I'll find channels like yourself. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I got this second monitor. I should probably put it to use. Yeah, Supersonic's too inconsistent. I'll get rid of it. I don't know what we're gonna use lock on for. Actually, that's another Google search. What the hell can Magnemite do other than use electric moves? I mean, it's fine if that's all he can do. That's all Manectric was here for, but... Let's see. Magnemite has a broad move pool that consists of exclusively electric moves. Nice. He doesn't even learn a Steel-type attacking move. Good for Thunder, yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Good for Thunder, and eventually he learns Zap Cannon. Honestly, you know, we're gonna gamble. I have no way of determining what this is other than just trial and error. There you go, buddy. Have hidden power. Don't know what type it's gonna be on you. Could be useless, could be physical. But I'm not using hidden power otherwise. Like, no one is that down bad for coverage other than him. Here, let's try and get some of that deductive reasoning going. Try to figure out what he's got. Also, if it does, like, no damage, I will... How does hidden power work? Hidden power... It is based on the IVs of the Pokemon, which are annoying and I hate them, but whatever. Every Pokemon has values on all of their stats from 0 to 31 that just determines how good they are in that thing. It's definitely special because that did good damage. So, but I don't have no idea what type it is. Electric is a bad mon to try and figure it out because electric only has one weakness. But yeah, hidden power has a type depending on those IVs and like what pattern they're in. In Gen 3, it could be physical because, you know, it was pre-physical special split. And every game past that, it's always a special move. All right, you know, you got 2 types. So all we have determined is that this hidden power is a special type that is neutral on water, flying, and electric. It could be ice, which would be ideal. It could be grass. But, If I was a primo brain genius, I would also be able to stare at these stats and like cross-reference like on some other site to figure out exactly how many IVs that this particular magneton has. But that sounds like, yeah, exactly. That sounds like effort. We're doing raw field testing. Which might take even more time, but hey. Main thing is I want to know if it's grass, because because right now I'm thinking it's it can't be fire. It could be psychic. I just want to know if it's ice or grass, because if it's one of those, that could actually be really neat. Because both of those would allow Magneton to fight things he's not good at fighting. Alright, Sharpedo is a good subject. Looks on you, it's not very effective. Doesn't affect, it's psychic! Okay. That's not terrible. It does mean he has the exact same coverage as okay, that's interesting. I don't think that lets him beat anything he would normally struggle against, though. Let's see, what else can we pick up here? Do you think Magneton is now self-sufficient? So let us do some swapping here. Do it here. Give them the EXP share and Ice Beam. That and teach him Surf. And then he's like most of the way through his moveset already. Don't believe there's many moves that a Ludicolo needs other than Surf and Ice Beam. Every other water type. Maybe if he got a good grass move, but he won't. You learn Shadow Ball? No. Okay. Alright. You say you're grinding for the E4? I gotta grind for the 8th gym battle, specifically right now. Let's see. The only one who's gonna be important for that is the Magneton, but I wanna, like, while I'm here, I might as well try and get everyone usable. Yeah. I will... I'm gonna start, like, making progress again. But... because we can't even... like, we can't get a water stone until we have dive. So this little guy's not even gonna be useful until way later. Now to actually do the plot, you're gonna go deal with the... yeah, these guys. There they are. I will say, I figured it out. The hidden power that Magneton has is Psychic, because it didn't work on a Sharpedo. Which also means, in a bizarre twist, Grumpig and Magneton have the exact same coverage of having Psychic and Electric. It's just one of them is way better at the other. But hey, it's fine. Actually, you can't get a stone until after the first E4. Yep. Yeah. We can't get the stone until after we do this dungeon, because until we do this situation. Because I think this is the one where... oh, I think this is where we get the dive HM. Because we beat the gym leader and therefore can use it. Also, another thought, I probably should have realized that using leading with Magneton against Team Magma was a bad idea. I mean, it's kind of fitty-fitty. They'll either use a Mightyena, which he'll be fine against, a Zubat, which she'd be, I mean, 50-50, it's better odds, but because they have Zubats, Nummels, and Poochyenas. So he's got two good matchups, two bad matchups. Two good matchups, one bad matchup. So he should be fine most of the time. Zap Zubats. You know, I could have used Hidden Power just to be different. What Gen was Houndoom? Gen 2 is another one in the genre. Like, that is one that I always think is a Gen 3 mon, because I never remember finding it in Gen 2, but it's just because it's somewhere weird. I think it's post the 8th gym. I think it's around there-ish you can get a Houndour. Again, it was weird. The Dark type was just introduced, and they're gonna hide him, like, in a weird spot. I don't even remember where you find Murkrows. I think Murkrow, Sneasel, and Houndoom, like that line, were the only Dark types introduced, and only one of them was good. It was Houndoom. I forgot they had Baltoys. Alright, Magneton is not good for Baltoy either. Sandstorm, that's slightly obnoxious. Because I mentioned IVs, I did want to talk about this. I understand the intentionality of IVs was to make it to where, like, a lot of mons will just, like, be special. Because there is a big difference between a 10 IV, like a full IV Pokemon and a non-IV Pokemon. But I thought natures were fine enough. Like, the idea that, like, some Pokemon are going to be 10% better at something and 10% worse at another thing. Like, I think that's enough variance. IVs are really just, like, they're so obfuscated. They're, like, it's impossible to tell to, like, anyone who's new at these games. Like, you could play through every game and you will have no idea what an IV is. Like, and it's really weird. I think it sets a bad precedent because someone could, like, try and raise a Pokemon who just happens to have like really bad IVs. Like my Magneton could be a uniquely shit Magneton. I don't know. I'm gonna assume he's probably fine. But like my Manectric, from what I know about like base stat totals, because I can just look those up and those are easy to understand, Manectric is supposed to have a notably higher special attack than he does physical attack. And my Manectric was like really, really close. Like his attack was about equal, which either meant that he had like really good attack IVs or really bad special attack IVs, or maybe both. But the main thing is like it cut into his intentional use. He was just like he was a mediocre special attacker, and it's not like he learns physical moves anyways. So the fact that his attack was oddly high did nothing for him. IVs are just very weird. They're also just like for people who want to get into competitive battling, that's just tedious. Like ensuring that you get max IV mons, like that just takes time, and you already have to worry about egg moves and like getting good natures and all of this stuff. Is why I don't blame people whose only exposure to competitive is using battle simulators or just ginning Pokemon, which I get is cheating, but like actually getting competitive teams is just a waste of time. Like I understand that like there's gamer pride and all this, but like damn it, I got bills, I got shit to do. Or like I was grinding Mons to level 100 to like play legit competitive Gen 6, and somewhere between spam and surfs on Gravelers, I was like, yeah, this sucks. I'm not being enriched right now. But I got that Greninja to level 100, damn it. Through determination and force of will. Honestly, that's kind of the weird like duality with Pokemon, is that a lot of the depth to the systems are just annoying and tedious, whereas like the simplicity of the system is more appealing and user-friendly. Like I wish there was a way of adding depth that wasn't just like really obnoxious. Like egg moves, if you don't have an online resource, egg moves are a fucking nightmare. Like, am I just supposed to assume what mons, like what moves guys have on their egg list? Because that's a nightmare. Should have taken a break, that's what we should have done. Okay. He's our leader at all? Probably not. Why did Team Mag want to steal our rocket fuel in the first place? Team Mag, do they want to go to space too? Mag takes rocket fuel, I won't be able to go to space. They won't be allowed to get away with such an outrage. Rocket fuel particularly scarce? Team Magma, what's the point of stealing rocket fuel? Since you're so curious, you deserve an explanation. We're going to jettison the entire load into Mount Chimney. With Groudon gone, we have no need for that slag heap of a mountain. But what? When did we cross the line into mustache-twirlingly evil? It's like, we got no Groudon, so we're just gonna blow up a volcano. 'Cause it would be savage. Was Steven just floored by that knowledge? You're gonna help me? Let's get into battle. I hope you don't suck. Oh, just use... yeah. Magneton might be another bad lead here, but we should be fine. I mean, if Maxie leads with camera up, that could put me in a bad spot. Why do I say words? Why do I say stupid shit? I should have led with Sharpedo. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, this could be bad. It's like, even if if Camera Up uses a ground type move, which it's probably going to do. Oh, thank goodness he didn't do that to me. If Camera Up uses a ground type move, which it will probably do, that could still hurt Sharpedo a lot because it's squishy. Alright, that's not good. But it could be a lot worse. I imagine Surf weakened by being split up between two targets, even dual weak. Yep, the Amnesia just saved it from that Surf. Oh dear. Matang, finish him, get it, go after. That's actually nice, that's good. You know what, whatever. Keep it up, champ. Good job, Steven. You know, Steven, I know you own Mons in like the level 70 range, so like, why are you bringing the B team to this? This is terrorist activity. Hey. Ooh, Mighty Innas. We're gonna get into a mid-off. I really just keep spamming Surf, because ain't broke, no fix it. Hey. Oh, that could be bad. Never mind. Just keep boosting Matang's attack. That Matang hasn't had to do anything, and its attack is like sky high right now. I think it's at 3 times. Yeah, that's gonna like, that'll end a whole lineage. It's a freakishly strong Matang. Get another Camera Up, enters the scene. Oh, that's bad. Well, here's hoping that I get lucky. No. Ow. Yeah, we have a light screen and a reflect up. I think that we can be fine. Main thing is, he can use Dig to dodge some of Camera Up's offense. Oh, now he's got 2 things he needs to dodge. Good call on the switch, though. That Earthquake could have been devastating. Alright. This is actually a rough one. The fire type move's scary. I don't think we one-shot Camera Up. We can't switch in anything, so let's just dig. I think we just kind of have to hope that Steven makes some good choices for us here. Yeah, as long as he can take something out. Yeah, I would hope so. That Matang has had his offense boosted fucking to ×3. Earthquake again. I guess he's trying to hit the... That's bad for Giuseppe, who's going to take double damage, yeah. But... he'll probably just use Earthquake again on his turn. Why are you using Protect? This could actually be really bad because of that choice he made. Okay. Half damage Earthquake surely doesn't do that much. It didn't! Alright, well, we're in overgrowth range, so this Leaf Blade should hurt a lot. Yep. Just do that, use a... Oh wait. I was gonna say use a healing item, but I don't need to do that. switch out into Magnemite. His Crobat can't do anything to Magnemite. Well, Magneton. Aggron knows Thunder. Hey mate, you know that Aggron's a physical attacker, right? His special attack is pretty bad, actually. To the tune of being, like, awful. Alright. That was a close call. Could have been bad. Wouldn't have been that way if we had Gyarados, though. You could switch into that, no problem. Let control ground after. The goal to expand the land misguided. If we, Team Magma, are wrong, then my Team Aqua's goal to expand the sea also be equally misjudged. I will give up on the fuel. These appear to be more important matters that I must examine. Hence, I have something to give you. Come see me at my home. Yes, I don't live in Rustboro, I live here. Give me the dive, TM. Alright, was a little scary, but all went well. Now, it's the wrong building. Secretary Pokemon? Yep, there you go. Let's see. Also, go ahead and teach Bulk Up to Breloom, because I think we're at the point where that's probably the best move. Alright. There are no signs of him being a grass type anymore. Bit of a shame, but eh. This is not his house. Some random couple. This is his house. You can see there's not much here. This is my home. Thank you for all that you've done. This is my token of appreciation. Hidden Machine Dive. Thank you. While you're using Surf, you should have noticed dark patch water. Diving deep water. Like it, you'll drop the C4. On a cambuck, use Dive again. Some places it won't be possible to resurface. There you go. Alright. Now we can teach Dive to... Honestly, despite it not being very good... Could I just use an HM Slave for that? Probably. Yeah. I don't like having to finagle with the team, but I think I think Grumpig is largely redundant right now, so we're gonna get Gullible and hope it can learn Dive. And if it can't, damn it. What do you mean it can't dive? It's a water type. Alright, well. Have to have a slave, it's a pain otherwise. Yeah. It's a shame, like all they needed to do was just make some HM moves, just not ass. Alright. Meryl, who might legally be a corpse, but this is the purpose for which we have you. Actually, no, it's probably better to use a legally alive slave. That's a very weird thing to say. Being as per like the Nuzlocke rules, if my HM slave is like a mon that's dead, which this Meryl is. It was the first thing we lost, actually. I can't switch it in to take a hit if I'm at a bad spot. So Copacabana, yeah. Copacabana, he can, he'll be the new slave, and if anything bad happens to him, it's not a big deal. Because I think Carvana can learn most of these. Can't learn Rock Smash until he evolves. Damn, well hopefully we don't need that. That's gonna be my, and we already know Strength on other guy. That was good enough, I guess. Not being able to use Rock Smash on it was a bit annoying. It's amazing, like, later on in the series, they buffed Rock Smash for, like too little too late. They made it to where it always drops defense, and instead of having 20 base power, it has 40. Like, both those changes immediately make it way more usable. Alright. Time to check. Do a map. Oh, wait. I remember. The first thing we need to do... Oh. Huh. Well, I'm now at another problem. I gotta check. Is there any combination of guys that can fly and can dive? Or should I just, like, bite the bullet and teach dive to Lombre? You can fly, but you can't dive. You can't fly, but you can dive. No, we only got 2 things that can fly, so yeah, we do. Damn it. Right, yeah, I think we're gonna have to teach dive to Lombre in the meantime. I mean, I don't think he's ever gonna learn 4 moves that are all good that we want to use. So, yes. I need to get rid of Absorb. Eventually he'll get Mega Drain and we'll replace Fake Out with that, so he has like a tolerable grass type move, but... Who is this? Hi Robin, I was in Pacificlog. I saw a giant green Pokemon flying in the sky. I've never seen anything like it. Wonder what it was. Don't care about the Rayquaza. I'm not even gonna use it. Probably won't even catch it. There's no point showing off the battle of Rayquaza. It would just be me walking up to the big green dragon, clicking the Master Ball, and being done with it. Where was I going? I think it's on this route, right? Yeah, it's on this route. We gotta go get our Water Stone. The Lombre can actually evolve. You can technically get just random things that I've found while looking up stuff for this game. You can farm Water Stones in this game because there's a guy who will trade blue shards for Water Stones, and you can get blue shards by using Thief on certain things. Granted, the guy I taught Thief to is a corpse, but I'm sure there's something that naturally learns Thief. Don't remember where the is. Not here. I think underwater exploration is neat conceptually, but actually kind of blows. I think the biggest issue with surfing in this game is that, like, for all the designs I like in Gen 3, like, there's just chunks of the game where all you're encountering are just water types and more water types. Like, I wouldn't mind surfing nearly as much if there were other things. Alright. Door is locked. Room 1. Door is locked. Room 2. Yay. I saw that. 1 key. It's all the same ones. Yeah, it's Wingull, Pelipper, Tentacool. Just everywhere. Yay. Gonna briefly check if there is a downside to early... There's so many mons they could use in Gen 3. Exactly! Like, at this point, they had a huge backlog of Pokemon. So many things in there. Oh, wait, I get this. This is like a memory thing. But actually, like, why even... Oh, well, we gotta get the room 6 key. Why even bother trying to memorize it when we could just do every floor? Gonna check Polo set. Rain Dance, which never did the summer run. Yeah, there's some stuff. I mean, the water. Oh, I think I forgot something. Yeah, I forgot to get the shiny spots. Rain Dance and the Water Stone, pretty useful. Bright and Shiny was just trash. Okay. I was debating trying to make something out of Rain Dance, but the problem is a lot of the how do you get to shine for hidden items? It's just when you walk in the room. It's exclusively a mechanic here. Otherwise, it's what was it? Otherwise, it's just use the item finder, which isn't. Item finder's not amazing because it just kind of turns you in the general direction. Wow, luxury balls. 1 luxury ball. Okay, well, I don't remember where anything is, so we're gonna use the old brick by brick method of finding stuff. There's no rule saying I can't do it this way. I'm sure everything else is just trash as the room 2 key. No idea. Oh wait, I bet it's the scanner. Bet it's the scanner, and then the one guy will say, "Hey, I was trying to find that." Scanner, yep. I can't remember exactly how the side quest works. I think you get a... Can't remember if you get a Clam Pearl and the thing you need to evolve a Clam Pearl, or if you just get the thing you need to evolve a Clam Pearl. It's one of the two. Clam Pearl's evolutions are alright. One of them is just a alternate Sharpedo, though. There you go. Tell that one guy we got the thing he wanted. Got the thing you wanted. Okay, I'll go. It'll be your errand boy. Can't use that here? Okay. But I also can't use an escaper up here, so is this a dungeon or is it not? Oh. Work my way clear out of here. Alright. Now, one thing I hate is how good Surf is. You just use it all game once you get it. Yeah, it's... pretty... It is wild to me that water gets a reusable... Like, water types are already just kind of, like, stacked in general. But, like, on casual playthroughs, water types gain access to an infinitely reusable, like, their best move. It, like, not every type gets that, like, privilege. Like, Surf does more damage than Thunderbolt and Flamethrower and is perfectly accurate and has no downside. Like, the only thing Thunderbolt and Flamethrower have is that they sometimes, very rarely, inflict a status effect. It's a little silly. I think Gen 5 really evened the playing field by making it to where every TM is reusable. So there's not as much thing. Give me the tooth, I suppose. You can only get one Clamperl evolution per playthrough, which is thing, but it's how the fossils work too, I suppose. Is it the special attack of Clamperl? Actually by a lot. I think it like doubles it or something. It makes Clamperl like even not evolved. Right now I'm off as it's 1.2 showing on AIM in the UK. That's fair. I didn't think about that. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Thank you for being a very active participant. It's nice to have. I normally just have my two buddies. What? Alright, I was supposed to check if Ludicolo stops learning moves when it evolves. Yes, it does. Best of luck, yeah. Alright, what does Lombre get? How do we get Lombre going? Oh, he can only get Mega Drain as a little guy. He's kind of fucked out of getting a good grass type move. He could learn Thief. And that is about it. Oh wait, Giga Drain is a TM. Yeah, we just need to find the Giga Drain TM then. Route 123. Oh, I guess we gotta go around? Alright. Whatever works. Alright. Well, we just lost our goat. Shoutouts to that guy, though. It was really lively. It made stream much more lively to have them around. I'm sure they'll come back, too. They'll be around. It's very cool. Very nice. Very nice to have. I can't wait to meet more people this way, and more people join. It'd be great. Again, sometimes I feel like I can be a little cynical as I talk about how I'm trying to make this expand and make it a living and all that. But you also really enjoy it. Make new connections and stuff. More super repels. Love grass type. Do you have any grass type? Hey, don't I have like 3 of them? And that's the one problem with Lombre is that, yeah, we are really compounding a weakness to, well, we're really compounding our grass type weaknesses, but there's only so much we can do about that. Alright. And you gotta use the PP up on his Giga Drains, cause that shit expensive. I think it only goes up by 1 use each time though, so still getting it to 8 uses is way better than it being stuck at fucking 5. They really thought Giga Drain was something special, clearly. All right. These look like 2 psychics. My Pyro streams Pokemon sleep. Will your Pokemon sleep? Hey, shut up. My trainers around let my Pokemon battle each other. I watch them. Why do you say it like that? Like the I watched them made that way freakier than I think maybe was intended. Alright, well, let's just Bolt, Mach Punch. I think we leave the Duskull to its own devices because the worst case scenario is it uses like Curse on us, and that's something we can fix by switching out. Viper. Oh yeah, Zangoose to Viper, classic. Oh, no wonder he watches his Pokemon fight. They fucking hate each other. They're natural enemies. That's crazy that he would do that. Yeah, so we can get to level 46 before the next gym. I think our plan for this moment should be to get to Sutopolis. And then, how is it? We should get to Sutopolis. And then die. No, another ghost type, so he still can't do anything. There's one problem with his fighting normal moveset, but there aren't that many ghosts in the game, and most of the time, like unless we're leading with him, he can typically opt out of fighting a ghost type. Lepa berries could be useful in the future. Maybe. In a spot where there's definitely a hidden item. Super Repel. Wow. An elixir. It's also in the potentially useful category. Oh, we need someone to fight. Hey, we haven't seen a Mawile this playthrough. I really like Mawile. I think it's a neat design. Fortunately, it wouldn't be much of a battler until I got the Fairy type and Sheer Force, and even then, base Mawile isn't the thing that's like threatening. It's just the Mega. Shame, because I don't think the Mega looks as good. Oh no, we can flex our hidden power right here. I believe hidden power can have a maximum strength of 70 in this game, meaning it's pretty good. Alright, let's get ourselves to there, and then we stick around. Okay. Now we just ride the water until we can get to Setopolis. Oh, wait, we missed a random battle. Not random battle, but trainer battle. Alright. Thunderbolt. Very powerful. My biggest fear right now is that Sharpedo's gonna miss a one-shot on something and then, like, blow up. Honestly, after I got all that money, I should probably teach Sharpedo Ice Beam, just because that's useful coverage, and there is... As much as I like Ludicolo, also because he has his moveset, there's literally no reason for us to avoid evolving him. But I can wait, honestly. I don't know if his EXP, like, speed changes. I think I'm capable of anything now. So I learned how to swim. I'm fucking fearless. Okay, that's lazy. The fact that it's literally the same encounter. Like, come on now. Wee. Right, there's grass underwater. I do, again, undersea adventure. It's a pretty neat idea. It's just, unfortunately, it's another HM. I will say I'm glad that this works more like the overworld, in which there's, like, actual, like, wild encounters, and, like, there's grass to go through. It's not just, yeah, you get jumped sometimes. Dive is an okay move to stall if you have like Leech Seed on your Ludicolo. And we tend not to not use strategies like that. Okay, next thing we gotta check is where to get the Earthquake TM, because we might as well get that going right now. Let's see. We should go to Moss Deep apparently to get there. Oops. using a visual guide, so this takes me less time because I'm inept at directions. Not certain where I took a wrong turn. Oh, found it. Apparently we need Rock Smash. Pelipper's not able to learn it. That sucks. I mean, real talk, we just give it to Sharpay. Get Screech. We can just delete it and then learn it later. Get a kid around going home already. Okay, man. I don't remember we have to do this. I don't remember. It's weird. There was nothing like pushing us towards here. Alright. Got it locked in. Sarah wasn't talking while I looked at that, but, you know, wanted to make sure that we're going the right way. I don't have super long before I have to head off to work, but I do think that, like, with a lot of momentum, we can get it mostly done. Honestly, here's the, if we get, I think we'll try the goal. I want to try. Sorry. I want to try to get to the Elite Four. Not the Elite Four. That's stupid. I want to get to Victory Road. I think I'll get to Victory Road and I'll stop, and that'll make it very doable for us to finish up tomorrow. I think that's a realistic goal. It's a puzzle. I don't know why I didn't notice that that was what was going to happen there. I've best to use a repel just for that. It's a tentacle again. Wow, what a who would have thought? still am very sad that our that we lost Celio, because I was kind of looking forward to using Wall Rain. I think he's neat. But Ludicolo is a mon I'm quite fond of, so we could do a lot worse. Here without a summary, let me press a child, but won't do you. And like figure I'll pay you for whether it's just this fucking yapping. For Dream become really need the power Pokemon. Millers, like you use the power Pokemon to mess with us even in a place like this. Life just doesn't work the way we need it to. Both of these guys had long ass diatribes before the battle. Oh, it's Shelly? I thought it was just some lady. I think we just do Mach Punch Thunderbolt here. But not in the way you might think, because I want to go before Sharpedo can go and take it out. I wonder if even Halved Attack is enough to one-shot. Yep, because again, Glass Bones, Paper Skin, if it's super effective and it's a good like attacking stat, it should take it out. Even more attack down. I just noticed that means that my Magnet... Magneton doesn't have Clear Body? Oh, he must have Magnet Pull then. Or can he even have Clear Body? Am I losing it? I predict that Sky Uppercut will take it out I should have used Hidden Power. He missed. I cannot believe it. The darkest timeline, he's fucking missing his Sky Uppercuts. I'm gonna need you to not do that in the future, man. Oh, Samba. Yes, Samba. Okay, odds are the guy's gonna get the same amount of attacks either way, because Mach Punch will not take him out after 2 Intimidates. Okay. Yeah, Mags might hurt himself, but I'm not too worried about that. Also, I don't think we're ever gonna use Lock On because... What's going on, man? What are you doing? Keep in mind that missing to 1 and 2 10% chances, that's a 1 in 100 thing. Just like that, I look up where the Brick TM is. And if it doesn't exist in this game, oops. Oh, it's in Sutopolis. Alright, yep. We just replace Sky Uppercut with Break, and then we'll call it a day. Because, yeah. I want luck to play as little of a part in proceedings as physically possible. There we go. Earthquake. Go ahead and teach that to, I mean, the one guy we have that can learn it, I'm sure. Oh, there's 2. Giuseppe can learn it? Damn. I didn't know he could cause a Girthquake. Granted, I guess it makes more sense that he can do it than Sharpedo. So is you after all. Behold, see how beautiful is sleeping for in the ancient Pokemon Kyogre late longer today. Surprised me, I managed to chase me here, but it's all over now. For the realization of my dream, you must disappear now. Damn, bro, it ain't serious. Not to mention that Archie's sprite looks way better than his official art. Yeah, we have to get Brick Break. Like that was the clincher. The fact that he's missed like 3 sky uppercuts in rapid succession, I can't live like this. Like it wouldn't even be that big of a deal if it wasn't a Nuzlocke, because like in a normal playthrough, if he misses one, whatever, gets taken out, you can probably win a fight without specifically. This thing, the fights that we're going to use him for in the Elite Four, he could win without him, but we would probably just be trading mons, and we can't afford to do that. The Elite Four is the one place where trading is just the worst thing that you could be doing. I was about to like freak out because like what if his Sharpedo knows Earthquake? I'm like they don't use TMs. They don't use TMs. He does not know Earthquake. You're panicking. You're freaking out. Just win the battle. What? Let's do a mere child like you. But yeah, like his sprite looks a lot cooler than his official art. Even you, I'm starting to say you're truly gifted. What? I have this in my possession. Rorb. The Rorb. What? I didn't do anything. Why did the red orb? Where did Kyogre go? It's Maestro remembers outside. Yes, what is it? It's raining heavily? Good, that should have happened. That's why we awakened Kyogre to realize Seamok was vision of extending the sea. What? Trying far harder than we envisioned? You're in danger? That can't be. That's just not possible. Hold your position to monitor the situation. Something wrong. The red orb is supposed to awaken and control Kyogre. But why? Why did Kyogre disappear? Why? What have you wrought? You finally awoken Kyogre. What will happen to the world if this downpour continues for all eternity? The world's then mass will drown in the deepening sea. What? Don't get all high and mighty. Was it you, Team Groudon, and Team Magma, and Infuriate Groudon? As long as I have this red orb, I should be able to control Kyogre. I should be able to control it. We don't have time to argue about it here. Get outside and see for yourself. See what you've wrought as the world that we desired. Robin, come on, you two. We have to get out of here too. Oh, thank you for warping me. What happened? What is this wretched scene? Did I make a horrible mistake? I only wanted... You understand now, Archie? You finally see how disastrous your dream trying to be? We have to hurry. We have to do something before the situation goes completely out of control. Robin, don't say anything. I know that I have no right to be critical of Archie, but the way things are now, I doubt that we humans will be capable of doing anything about it. But neither can we stand by and just watch helplessly. Responsibility for putting an end to this falls to Archie and me. Belief. Those super ancient Pokemon, their power is unbelievable. They've upset the balance of nature. Problem was having this terrible after the scorching heat wave and then this deluge began. If this doesn't stop all of Hoenn, no, the whole world will drown. And clouds spreading from Satopolis. When the world's taking place there, it's no point in arguing. Satopolis will hold answers. Don't know what you intend to do, but don't do anything reckless. Yeah, so all of that nonsense aside, now see this epic cutscene. See, look, Groudon's, like, indents are supposed to be glowing blue. Or, they look like it in the sprite. That's the weird thing. I feel like his glyphs should glow blue. And they kind of look like it there, instead of being black. But... well, whatever. An epic clash. They look super silly. I kind of wish they'd given Groudon more land to stand on. remember how this works. Lead off with Yosepi. From towns taking refuge will come to their homes. Even I would not rather not venture outside. Gimli is really leveling and admirable, but that means many rivals for his attention. He's also got appeal with a double edge. I couldn't even catch his eye. Please let me teach your Pokemon the move Double Edge. This is the strongest normal type, like, physical move, but I think even you rejected me. Going wild this way. I think that Double Edge is best spent on an actual normal type who can double its power and make the most of it. Pokemon fighting ground Kyogre, two super ancient Pokemon waiting for a long sleep night, smashing each other with uncontrollable energy. Being here now, you take your Predator and ball in this crisis. Someone I'd like you to meet. Come with me, please. I don't even remember what we have to do here. I don't remember if we have to do anything at all. Ground Kyogre make you think Pokemon to be feared, but that's not true. They're really more... Why am I asking this? You already know. I kind of miss when legendaries were at this level, where it's like, yeah, they can cause natural disasters, but they weren't like, oh yeah, this Pokemon can rend, like, reality. Here we are, inside you'll find someone named Wallace. Think of what's needed to help them. Cave of OG. Pretty gems. Robin and her tales of the exploits, name is Wallace. I was once the gym leader Sotopoulos. Something came up. So now I've entrusted my mentor Juan with the gym's operation. Ground and Kyogre, the two Pokemon wreaking havoc here, are considered to be super ancient, but they aren't just two super ancient. There's one more somewhere. Somewhere there's super ancient Pokemon named Rayquaza. So the Rayquaza that become the two commands in the distant past, but even I have no clue as to its whereabouts. You perhaps know where Rayquaza is now. If you do, please tell me. Sky Pillar. Sky Pillar, that's it. Must be Sky Pillar. There's not more to lose. We'll head to Sky Pillar right away. But where do... Okay, Sky Pillar. I was gonna ask if we got any random encounters in Cave of Origin. Holy shit! Not just a random encounter, but an actual new one? That's wild. Alright, gently hit him with an aerial ace. Alright, beat the shit out of him now. Gently hit him with an aerial ace. Alright, this wild Sableye is stupid as hell. Gently hit him again with an aerial ace. I mean, Sableye is not a particularly good mon, so we're not missing out on much if we do accidentally knock it out. But we didn't. Ouch. No, wrong thing, wrong thing. Again, Sableye has no weaknesses, it also has no stats. Getting the ball. Dang. I also don't believe it has any great moves. Like, Knockoff is a fine utility move, but in this gen it has no power. Like, Shadow Ball is about the best he's gonna be able to do. He doesn't have teeth, so he can't crunch. Why are you being obstinate? You're a mon we could have encountered, like, super early. Get in the fucking ball. You whack ass. You bastard. Ultra Ball? Is that what if that what it's gonna take for you? There we go. It's branching holes in caves using its sharp claws in search of food. Raw gems. Sableye lurks in darkness, seen only rarely. This thing is based off the Hopsville Goblin. I'm just gonna name him Gerblin. Actually, no, better. Gubbins. We're not gonna use him because he's trash, but allegedly the Sky Pillar is near Pacifilog. I'm kind of hungry, but I should be able to wrap it up before. Well, yeah, I'll be able to eat a meal. I just don't know if it'll be a particularly good one. I should whip out the eggs. I haven't eaten my eggs in a while. When you say a tower a little further out, which direction did you mean? That be it? Over there? Yes. I have no idea what we have to do here. Fairly sorry, in my haste to notice I left you behind. Oh, and the locked door Sky Pillar. Let's be on our way. An earthquake. It's not a moment to waste. We have to hurry. It's getting worse. This isn't good. Weather starts spreading even here. Razor should be farther up here. I'm worried about this topless. I've got to get back. Everything is in your hands now. Oh, okay. Oh, random battle. So this is an area I've never been in because I've never played Emerald. They're fucking Sableye. Well, I don't want you. I mean, it's cool to see you, but like, you're not good. It's no offense, but Sableye doesn't do shit this gen. I feel like I might have seen this. Maybe. Thing's crumbling. It's a danger to be here. Any other cool things here? A whole ass Altaria. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Mags is our only real good defensive switch into this. Let's hope it doesn't know anything too scary. Thunderbolt? You might think this is super effective, but it's not. This is a dragon. Now, you could be looking at this and wondering, what part of this is a dragon? Shut up. Sure, this thing's probably hard to catch, but give it a shot. Ugh. So the netball is extra effective on bug and water type Pokemon. And one thing I would like to mention regarding that is I kind of wish that it hums in a beautiful soprano voice. It flies among white clouds in the blue sky. It launches intensely hot fireballs from its mouth. You just be cotton. Actually, you know what? Better name. You can be Swab. Altari is decently useful. It's a very defensive dragon flying type. But... Alright. So I do have some fears with this. Namely, if we're fighting it, I don't have a good way to hit it. And I actually have a lot of stuff that is weak to it. Let's see if we can keep a move pool on it. Let's see. Trying to think, what are we gonna have to do? If we fight it, I'm scared. It's just... I mean, if he wants us to catch him, we can just use the Master Ball. His eyes look kind of silly, and that's right. I don't think we actually... Okay. I was worried we might have to fight him. We do not. Which means, like, the story conflict of this game kind of ends very anticlimactically. Like, we just go off to Sky Pillar and then the problem is solved. Hey, stop doing what you're doing. Oh, I know, he's coming with intent. Knock it off. Shut up and say, go back to bed. My work here is done. Problem solved. Alright, before we continue, we got two things we need to do. I do actually want to get Sharpedo Ice Beam, because I thought about it. And it would be really nice if one of our guys who used Ice Beam wasn't weak to flying types. And the only other thing Sharpedo would potentially learn is like just a strong normal type move. Beating the piss out of those reporters gave us a lot of money. It is actually a fantastic way to get money. There we go. I think the only other thing I might do is get Thunder for Magneton, but like I just don't know when I'd ever be pushing that button, you know? Yeah. So you just get ourselves back to Lily Cove, because that's where the move forget guy is. Move deleter. They move forgetter. But yeah. Delete Rock Smash off Sharpedo, give him Ice Beam. Here we go. Now we just throw Ice Beam on him. I think his special attack is better than what Gyarados' was. Yeah, 77, that's a lot better than Gyarados had. Still not fantastic by any stretch, but still. And Serapedo is primarily going to be relying on its special attack, so... In fact, it's a little disappointing in that regard, is just something we got to deal with. But it should hopefully be enough to deal with what we need it to deal with. Like looking, let me look back at the Elite Four, because I don't think, yeah, we don't need him to do anything in this gym battle. But we do, there's one Elite Four member he's going to be fighting primarily. Yeah, and luckily they can't do too much to him in return. Except for one, but... Alright. Ground above full altitude is where the weather in Hoenn has returned to its normal state. Maybe we were trying to do something small, even meaningless to Pokemon. Rich Pokemon weren't only ground on Kyogre. After all our fruitless scheming and frantic efforts, that one Pokemon's simple action puts everything right again, as if nothing happened. Both Maxie and Archie have gone away somewhere. Perhaps they gone to Mount Pyre to return those orbs. Nice to see me. Thanks to your help, Sootopolis and all of Hoenn was saved. Well, I thank you. It's a gift from me. We got Waterfall, which is just kind of a whatever move. Yeah, thing about Waterfall, the thing about Waterfall, to say that more clearly, it's just slightly weaker than Surf, but it has a 30% flinch chance. That flinch chance does mean that it could have like some utility, but like I don't. That utility is gambling a lot of the time. All right, let's just. Yeah. I do like this Gems puzzle, but we are just going to take a dive, though. Got stats to get. We got an EXP to grab. Oh, dang, I wanted to get a double battle going. Also, it's all women? Yeah. Yeah, this is a water type gym. Going back to look at what we're dealing with here, so I can mention it. Yeah. You know, come to think of it, there is a way we can... There's something else I could consider. Your grim look is so charming. Well, you know. Man, I wish someone would tell me that in real life. People think that my stare is just kind of bothersome. But I've got... I mean, I didn't sleep today very much at all. I mean, that was the only reason I was streaming so early, is because I just couldn't go to bed. But I got dark circles, and apparently my stare is a little more, like, beady. Anyways, I'm looking at what we gotta deal with in this gym. And I do think that there is a strong, like, there is a world where we completely fuck on this gym by setting up on him and then just sweeping. I'm thinking about it. Oh, we haven't seen Corefish yet. Guess what? Corefish is a physical attacking water type that turns into a physical attacking water dark type. There are 3 water dark types in this fucking gen. There's Crawdaunt, Huntail, and Sharpedo. It's really weird that they would do that, I think. More Thunderbolts. More. That hurt a decent bit. That's my biggest fear for... The biggest reason I'm debating trying to set up on this gym and sweep it is... The reason I'm debating doing that is because the last Mon is the only one that's scary. Every other Mon in it is relatively easily undone. Wait, this is a normal type. Still a baby Pokemon though, so yeah, probably wasn't gonna take that. We're running out of Thunderbolts. Here's for the like how saves for crossing the lines. The trainer putting on that performance will be elegantly beautiful. Okay. Urbana. Alright. Here's my thought. I think we gotta kill the Batman now. I'm thinking... Sharpedo, I might as well stick to it. Yeah, I'm looking at the fight and I think I see the precise moment we can win off the back of one Mon. If we can't win off them, we can come really, really close. Excuse me? Oh, you know. Really obvious, but how strong you are, it's nothing to do with how young or old you are. Should I forget about lost cause before I manage oops. Your potential, why don't you stay and train with us? A strong gym, I imagine training other places to make you stronger, but well, it looks more fun. Can't lay your finger on one, I'm sure. Okay. Come all the way here, but you won't see one. Not if you lose to me, you won't. More bodies. I didn't read that line. I can battle with really rare Pokemon if you'd like. You just use whatever you want to use. I don't. Oh, Phoebus is really rare though. We have 2 Thunderbolts. Gotta make them count. Love Disc is fast. That's its like one redeeming quality. Strength wasn't enough. Well, just Mach Punch it then. Wow, another Feebas. I didn't think Feebas was fast. Yeah, Mags' biggest issue is that he's slow. He's not like particularly slow, but he's got mid speed. So I feel like he's just gonna be outsped by things that even have like notable speed. Maybe he can hold the Quick Claw, honestly. Don't want to rely on it, but it could be useful. And another Love Disc. Okay. Hidden Power and a Mach Punch. Put that to rest. Have more beauty than I can muster. My Pokemon? Yes, neat, whatever. Even more trainers to deal with. Supplying techniques I learned from our leader Juan. Fucking Juan this, Juan that, goddamn. Level 40 Love Disc. Is that what you've learned from your goat? Yeah, Love Disc is just so bad. It's kind of like mimetically bad for some reason. Like I think there are other mons that are fully evolved that also just don't do anything, but for some reason Love Disc got a lot of like there's an old Smoggin article you can read about him that's like just one big joke about how it sucks. The best thing it can do, I think, is just very speedily use like Attract and Confusion to try and like lock your opponent down, but that's about it. And even then, that's so luck based. Oh, you're strong. Yeah. What are you gonna say? It's going champ. Master of Water type. I want to get to 1 Icy 4 and help your progress. I'm sorry, that's the advice. The rest you have to go for it yourself. Okay. You guys are still here? Sure that you'll be dazzled by my mentor's breathtakingly elegant battle style. Maxie and Archie gone away. Yep. Maybe we can go to Mount Pyre and get something. Not sure. Why are these jackasses blocking the rest of Pseutopolis? But what? It's that green Pokemon. So you brought that flying Pokemon here? Well, aren't you amazing? Why would you block the city? Third Pokemon flew down, I feared the worst. Wow, that was wicked. Kid from Incredibles. Alright, it's time to begin my excellent strategy. Gotta do some hold item shenanigans. Take the amulet coin, give a Persim berry. Give you the amulet coin. And this guy stop that rampaging Pokemon. Let me see. Wonder which one would win, the red or the blue one, but oh no, it's the green one that sells things. Talk about a huge string of events. One came down from the sky. Ancient legend claims the land and sea were shaped by a colossal battle. Well, I saw that with my own eyes. Never expected to witness something this huge. Topless didn't get wrecked. Give the links to Topless the outside world. Seems the cave was made to keep something from getting out. Or am I just imagining things? The volcano erupted and forced itself up from the depths. The crater emerged from the sea and became filled with rainwater. This is how Pseutopolis came into being. It is actually interesting world building. I do like Pseutopolis aesthetically. It's a very cool place. What do we got here? We can buy overkill potions, big balls, overpriced repels. Okay, good. Yep, it's great. Raise the power points so move. Yep. You know, full restore, stress HP, eradication of status. It's truly an item of your dreams. Yeah, it'd probably pay to have a few of those on hand as an emergency, just because status heal and heal up is nice in a pinch. I just want as many fans anymore than Stuart Wallace. Do you have any? Yeah, I think it must be pretty strong. It's come over for saying, well, it was really wild when I went to the trainer fan club in Lily Cove. Oh, I want to see which items she says no. Yeah, that's a little one, so I'm trying to make it a little harder. Okay, damn. Let's see. Appears to be some connection to Topless and Mount Pyre. My friends I did some research on it in the lab where I used to work. I used to study the sea. Oh. Okay. I would have kind of liked to grab... Oh wait, this guy must be the one that knows. Thank goodness. The user remains so many skills, man, shattering to him. I bequeath it to you. Brick Break, it's a move so horrible I can't describe it. Yeah, so Brick Break is really just gonna be our accurate thing. It's a little weaker than Sky Uppercut. But never missing is just such a potent benefit. Yeah, we're missing 10 base power, but we're getting 10 accuracy. I'm sure some fucking bean counter could tell me like what one shot I'm missing out on for doing that, but I do not care. All right. Can we rest up at the thing so Mags actually has his... Okay. Now ready to take this on. As a treat, once we win all of Ludicolo. Juan sprite looks weird, given how he looks in battle. Alright. So we gotta lead with Giuseppe. Also save just in case the power goes out or something, I don't know. Ask you, did you know? Should not be so coy. Osayo taught Wallace everything there is to know about Pokemon. Once I had given up my position as the gym leader. My place I entrusted Wallace. However, a compelling reason arose for me to make a comeback. But enough chatter, let us begin our match, shall we? Please shall bear witness to our artistry. A grand illusion of water sculpted by Pokemon and myself. Yeah, this is the weirdest change. Wallace is the new champion, and Juan replaces him, which means that there's just 2 water type guys like at the end. If they made Wallace more of like just a user of pretty Pokemon in general, I think that would be better than having him keep a primarily water-based team. Anyways, yep, we slice the love disc down before it can do anything. Celio is gonna come in to try and beat us down with its ice type move. I don't know if Sceptile could have one-shot it. Given that Mags can, probably, because I think they have very, very similar special attack. Trying to learn Water Sport. No, there are no fire type threats. Wishcash coming in to try and, you know, beat us down for thing. Oh, let's go over the movesets. Love Disc has Water Pulse, Attract, Sweet Kiss, Flail. None of those moves are threats. Wishcash has Rain Dance, Water Pulse, Amnesia, Earthquake. Pretty standard stuff for what a Wishcash should do. That Celio had Encore, Body Slam, Aurora Beam, and Water Pulse. And he just looks goofy. He looks fantastic in this sprite. I feel like Wishcash loses that dumbass energy as he goes on. Gotta use Kingdra? Oh, that's not the plan. I thought he was gonna use his Crawdaunt next. In that case... I mean, we have 2 possibilities here. Let's try Sharpedo first. I was hoping he would use his Crawdaunt, which we could set up on because its moveset's god-awful. Alright, Earthquake probably does more than Crunch. I mean, Kingdra has balanced defenses. Let me check this. Yeah, his attack is like 40 points higher. I'm sure Earthquake is the better move. Oh, he's faster and he gets off double team? That's bad. That's actually really bad. Mostly the faster part. That did nothing! He might heal up, so let's use... Yep. The other thing about Kingdra that's annoying is he uses a Chesto Resto strategy. We're gonna go for Crunch and hope for the special attack drop. And we're gonna miss because of double team. Yeah, that's fucking ass. The double team thing is gonna make this way sketchier than it needs to be. And we get the special defense drop. So it does just about as much as Earthquake. That's whack to me. Ouch. Ah, this fucking sucks. I cannot believe this is the bullshit I gotta deal with. You just keep... Oh, he never stops. Oh, this is shit. The fact that it's doing this is terrible. And we didn't bring Grumpig. Okay, he's just spamming that shit. Alright, so we only have one perfectly accurate move, and it's not... like, one move that never misses, I should say. Come on... work? No. We could crit if we could do anything. This is just gonna be an exercise in futility. Yep, of course we miss. Now I gotta heal up. We have like an X attack or something. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna heal like a son of a bitch in this fight if I have to. I do not give a shit. He is using evasion strategy. There's no fucking gentleman's rule for that. Alright. Well. Wait a second. I could do this. So Water Pulse is gonna do a decent amount. You can miss lock on? That completely defeats the purpose of the move. Oh good, he's not done yet. I did a decent amount. It's just a shame that this Water Pulse is also going to do a decent amount to us. Oh yeah, more than decent. And he gets the confusion, because of course he gets the confusion. Holy shit! Okay, well. He's gonna fully heal it, which sucks, because I already know it's rest. We gotta just find some stuff out. Yeah, Aerial Ace does very, very little. And I'm worried about this Ice Beam we're gonna take. I'm gonna be honest, if we lose anything to this, I'm not counting it. I do not give a shit. Yeah, a critical hit? No, we're keeping Giuseppe. I do not give a shit. I do not care. This fucking ass. Nah. No, you can't make me. We shouldn't have lost anything in this run. I don't fuck with this stupid fight. I might even just lose the whole fight, honestly, to retry this, because this is stupid. I'm not losing the fucking double team. You know what? Fuck it. Extra, it doesn't matter. Let's just, let's just save scum, because fuck that. That's so stupid. I do not care. I am not losing to no fucking... yeah. Yep. That is bullshit. We're space-time rewinding that. I don't care if you disagree, but I'm not wasting my fucking time. If it was any other scenario, if it was like an actual strategy that wasn't just completely luck-based horseshit, I would have maybe considered letting it go through. But because it was fucking nonsense garbage, I don't give a shit. Double team, I can't fuck with that now. I'm not wasting my time because the game decided to fucking luck sack me. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Do not give a shit. I will try and change something here. to maybe make this work for us. Yeah, critical hit ice beam. No, no bullshit. Don't fuck with me. I do not. I'm not wasting more of my time after that. The rain dance is potentially very annoying, but oh, he's gonna heal it now. Which, hey, actually making him use his restoratives isn't bad. And it wastes time on this rain, which I'm just worried that Kingdra's Water Pulse is gonna do a shit ton to us. After his amnesia, I imagine Earthquake is just the play. Let's see if his Earthquake just one-shots us. Close. Okay, lets it go down. So what I'm hoping to see is the Crawdaunt, and then we can... If he does the Crawdaunt, we actually get huge value here. If he goes to the Kingdra again... Okay, yep. This is what I was hoping on. This Crawdaunt's moveset is Water Pulse, Crab Hammer, Taunt, and Leer. Notably, Leer is useless because its attacks are both water-based. Taunt is potentially annoying. Yeah, like that. I wanted to bulk up multiple times, but I don't... Yeah, we can't even use it, so we're gonna use Strength. We're gonna try and keep Crawdaunt alive. No, it really just wants us to do that. Okay, fine. Umish should live an Ice Beam and do like a fuck ton with Brick Break. And if he commits to the same strategy of using Double Team initially, we can... Yeah, we might be able to clip him with a Brick Break into Mach Punch, but it's completely luck-based. And yeah, I've already made it clear exactly how I feel about that. Okay, let's Brick Break him again. Very dangerous. All right. So that's how it is. Yep, just fuck you. Just fuck you. Yeah, I want whoever gave this thing fucking that garbage to be shot. Luckily, this should finish it. Yeah, I'm sorry for anyone who thinks that like ruins the sanctity of the run, but that's some bullshit. I recommended with even me or Wallace, you were lacking in elegance. Perhaps I should make you alone in my outfit. I'm really just rather my clothes are short with this, the rain badge. Yeah, double team spamming, no weakness having. That's fuck. That's dumb. That's dumb as fuck. I don't care. I'm not losing to that. Especially because, like, I just have to waste a bunch of time to retry it. No. No, thank you. I will say, one mistake I did make. I should have pulled in, Grumpig. The fact that I forgot was bad prep. Grumpig is a good special wall. And honestly, probably could have set up on Crawdaunt better. Yeah. That was probably my way out there. I definitely made a mistake and could have done it without the luck affecting it. But still, I don't like how the only reason we lost that was a strategy that was so luck-based. So I'm saving my time and sanity, just not taking that loss. Again, it's funny that we should have talked about it on this stream, but yeah. If it makes you feel better, and I understand that, like, why this is hollow comfort for some, but just let it be known that if I did the exact same strategy, but just used Calm Mind on Grumpig, we would have gotten to the same result with no bullshit involved whatsoever. Again, I just don't want to waste my time, and I don't want, like, because I already did like a big grinding thing. I'm not replacing a full team. I'm not getting those TMs back that we used. Just fundamentally, that loss would have been so fucking miserable for a run that's nearly over. I'm gonna try and not do stuff like that in the future, but also better, like, future games are better about TMs and shit. But yeah, I do get why that sucks, and like, for the record, I think at this point I wouldn't consider this have been a true complete Nuzlocke, and maybe one day I'll feel bad enough about it that I would care. But I've held my L's like until now. I refuse. Double team, I refuse. I gotta check if the Elite Four one uses double team now too, because there is another Kingdra. Also, the Water Pulse TM. Water Pulse is just weak. It has a confusion chance that's relatively. Ah, I forgot. Well, hopefully, we can teach Waterfall to Pelipper. You're fucking kidding. You're not able to learn Waterfall. This fucking bird, I swear. But we shouldn't have to fly around much longer anyway, so let's just grab that fucking, the dead Meryl, the corpse of Meryl. I think we replace... I think Breloom for now. I am really sad that happened, though. It does taint the run and make me feel a little bad, but I can't be fucked at this point. Again, I'll try and keep it legit in the future, but... I just don't want to grind experience again. I mean, the only thing we would have had left after that incident was Coil. And the worst part is, if, like, talking about, like, mistakes compounding, if we hadn't lost Celio, he would have been perfect for that fight, because he gets to wall the shit out of Water Pulse and Ice Beam. The only thing that he doesn't have is a perfectly accurate move, Mind, but... yeah, Grumpig would have been perfect for that. As long as Grumpig could tank Water Pulses after one Calm Mind, yeah, shit would have been cash. Honestly, yeah, Grumpig probably could have set up on a lot of moments in that fight. Well, that's me to blame on that. The run wouldn't have felt bad if I had just remembered to pull coil out of storage and had thought about using it. Yes. Area defense curl. We're gonna have to teach it rock smash too, to make life easier. I'm sure that it's gonna want us. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna want us to smash some rocks. Hell, we might even need flash, which in that case we'll probably just give it to Magneton, because Mags doesn't need lock on. And let's just check if it's dark. Doesn't appear to be. If it becomes dark, that's whatever. Yeah, I mean, we've been going at this for another 3 hours. I think that's a good place to call it. Become a Pokemon League champion, I'll get in touch with you then. Alright, mate. Or what choice do you have to keep going? Long and harrowing victory road. It's like reliving the path when it's traveling life. Believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best. Yeah, but... yeah, next time, sorry for the run scorching thing. Again, just know that, like, believe in the alternate timeline where the way we handled that is waiting until he got, like... Let me talk about how we could have done that. Just so you know, the way we should have done that is take out Love Disc and then switch in Grumpig, just spam Calm Mind, and then we would have won off of Celio, because Celio could encore us into doing things, but it wouldn't matter because our Grumpig would have been so massive that, like, even a crit Water Pulse would have to catch me while we were really low to beat us. I have healing items. As soon as Encore went up, I could just Psychic. Oh, Shockwave on Crawdaunt, Psychic again on Kingdra, and that'd be ball game. If Kingdra got off a double, like, Psychic once on it, if it got off a double team, spam Shockwave. So there you go. That's the playbook. That's how we could have done that consistently. We had all the tools to do it consistently. Like, no luck whatsoever involved. We could have given Grumpig a Persim Berry to hold, even in case a Water Pulse confused it. Yeah, so again, terribly sorry about that, but... honestly, if I didn't save right there, I could have even shoved that off, but... yeah, I'm sorry that kind of kills the vibe of the run, but next time we'll finish it off and it'll be legit. I think if I lose at the Elite Four, I'm just gonna declare us at an official loss, because clearly I wasn't prepared enough, if that's the case. Like, if I don't have a surefire guaranteed way to victory like I did for that fight, I'll just say we lost at the Elite Four, but we'll do the Elite Four just to show it off at that point. But yeah, thank you for bearing with me. Again, in future, we'll be more legit about this, but for now, it's been a long road and I'm tired. So yeah, see you around. Thanks for watching. Again, sorry to kill the sanctity of things.